Well, I have 11 minutes to show you how to build a competitive Pokemon battling team, and that's not even remotely enough time. Now, you should know what competitive battling is, you should know what shoddy battle is. If you don't, Google both of those, but I need to rush through this. So, 3 types of teams: balanced, offensive, stall. They speak for themselves. Balanced team is balanced. Offensive team uses a bunch of attacks. Stall teams just are annoying. We're going to be doing balanced teams today. As you know, there's 6 Pokemon on a team. I'm going to run you through all of them and movesets. You hit new team, you go to standard metagame, you can double click it like I did, or you could hit OK. And then in a sec, a big window will pop up and it's going to be cut off. So I'm going to cut and you'll see the new one. Now, the first Pokemon is your lead Pokemon, and that's the one that send out first. And pretty much, yeah, send out first. It's supposed to do entry hazards and stop the other Pokemon from putting up entry hazards. Now, I'm using the standard Smogon Jirachi lead set, which is 4 HP, 252 speed, and 252 attack. So it can hit hard and it can, be pretty fast. Nature is Jolly, so it can outspeed a bunch of, or tie at least, with base 100s. +1, and it has a Scar, so it can increase its speed, so it can outspeed other leads like Aerodactyl, Azelf. Now, when the IVs are red, that means the IV nature combo is incorrect or can't work. When I change the special attack, because that's the one I'm not using, to 29, and 29 makes the IV black, and that means it's correct. Now, I use U-Turn for scouting. I use Trick for bulky leads if I want to trick them with Choice Scarf and lock them into something. Stealth Rock for basic, entry hazards. And then I use Iron Head because it has a 60% flinch chance with Serene Grace, and it's just a good move overall, even though it gets pretty bad coverage. Now, Smogon recommends not running U-Turn or not running Trick and using one of the elemental punches. I never really did that, but if you want, you can do that to counter more threats. Shiny if you want, and next Pokemon. As you see, we're rushing through this. I want a physical wall, and I want a Ghost type, and you'll see why I want a Ghost type in a sec. But I want Rotom H, because he's arguably best spin blocker in the game right now, and makes a pretty good physical wall, and Shiny form is loading. I do not like that Shiny form, so screw that. Yeah, he's pretty much a spin blocker, but we're not using him as that. We're using him as a physical wall, mainly, because we need a physical wall on our team, right? So, basically, I'm running standard bulky Rotom set, which is 252 HP, 168 defense, excuse my OCD, I just have to get rid of that 0, and 88 speed. I don't know why Smogon runs 88 speed, but it's probably to outspeed some sort of threats. Bold Nature for plus defense, Levitate is the only ability, and for item leftovers, obviously, because it's a wall. Now, for the moveset, I ran, let's see what I ran, Will-O-Wisp to kill physical attackers. I'm running Thunderbolt over Discharge, and you'll see that in a sec, why I'm running Thunderbolt over Discharge. Shadow Ball, Overheat, not Protection. Actually, no, I lied, I am running Discharge. Why am I running Discharge? Well, basically my thought process was I have enough status on this team where I don't need Discharge, but I guess Discharge would still kill the same threats and have that status with it, so I guess I chose that. But now we need a special wall, and because our Rotom is a ghost, we kind of want a normal type, because it can soak up ghost type attacks, soak up dark type attacks, and if we have normal type, fighting type attacks against our normal, we'll go to Rotom. So obviously Clefable or Blissey would be the best choice. I chose Clefable because of Magic Guard, and I'm running standard Smogon set again. Smogon isn't, they have good sets, but they don't have all the sets, so you don't need to run Smogon sets. But standard 252 HP, 212 special defense, and 44 defense. Careful or calm, it doesn't matter, I'm not running any attacks. Magic Guard, because Cute Charm, damn it, it's just a waste. Leftovers, obviously, and now for moveset. Wish, obviously, and Wish is going to be really important for this team, and you'll see why when we get into our sweepers. I'm not running Soft Boiled, I'd rather run Protect, and I'll get into that later, unless, yeah. Seismic Toss for 100 damage, all the time, every time. Protect, no, why are you scrolling down? Oh, okay, Toxic. Toxic for toxic stalling, and then scrolling back up. Protect, for wish, protect, stalling. Just a good move overall, scouting-wise, it's a good move. On to our first sweeper. I did mention before, one physical wall, one special wall, same for sweepers. We need a physical sweeper and a special sweeper. Now, I like running at least one endgame sweeper where just after everything's been crippled so badly, you can just sweep through the rest of the game. And instead of running Swords Dance Lucario like everybody runs, I'd rather take it, up a notch and run Agility Lucario. It's a new set by Smogon, and it's pretty interesting. Basic 252, 252, 4. Special defense 4, whatever, doesn't matter. Adamant because you're running Agility and you don't really care, because he's at a pretty awkward base speed. He doesn't outspeed the base 100s. Inner Focus because you don't need more speed with Steadfast. And Life Orb, and because we're running Life Orb on both our sweepers, spoilers, we're running Life Orb, Wish would be really important for both of our sweepers, because if they take residual damage, Wish would help. Agility, Close Combat, Crunch, and Ice Punch over Crunch. Well, I'm running Crunch too, but I normally run Ice Punch on a Swords Dance set because Ice Punch helps counter a bunch of threats. In this case, +0 Salamence, +0 Flygon, that kind of stuff. And Gliscor. Now we need a special sweeper, and Kakuna has the best move pool ever. Go back to that and see how many moves it can learn. Kingdra, it's not really used much as a special sweeper, so it has a pretty good element of surprise, and it's not bad. So 252 speed, 252 special attack, and 4 random special defense EVs. Nature would be modest, I believe, because modest. Ability, we're running Swift Swim, and you'll see why in a sec. If you don't know why, that's kind of sad already. And Life Orb again, spoilers. We're running a pretty, standard set. Well, all of my sets are standard. Oh my god, I can't talk today. Dragon Pulse, Signal Beam, mainly for Celebi, because as you'll see, our team has pretty bad problems with Celebi. Not Swagger, Surf. Swagger is a piece of crap. And Rain Dance. Rain Dance, makes it so Swift Swim doubles its speed. And the only Pokemon that doesn't like Rain Dance on our team is Rotom because of his Overheat. But Overheat, I'm not gonna run the damage calcs now, but I'm pretty sure it can still one-hit KO Fortress and Sizzle, so there's not much to worry about. And we're not running Damp Rock or anything, so it's only gonna last for 4 turns, not 5. 4 turn it's used counts as a turn. Now our other option, could be any Pokemon really. It could be a Revenge Killer, it could be anything really. Another wall, another sweeper, but I really think we should run Honchkrow, because we have problems with Salamence, Dragonite, basically everything and their mother can set up on us, or at least our team setup right now. Honchkrow with a Choice Scarves makes a pretty good Revenge Killer, especially in OU, like right now. Stealth Rock we don't need to worry about because we do have Clefable with Wish. Standard 252 attack, 252 speed. The only attacks we're running are physical attacks, so we don't need to bother with, 8 special attack EVs or whatever Smogon says. Now, I'm shocked because there's no Brave Bird here, and Smogon explicitly lists Brave Bird as a move for Honchkrow, and so I just put Aerial Ace. I don't know. I'll contact Smogon about that, but I don't know why they listed Brave Bird if it wasn't in the actual, move pool. Run Drill Peck instead, though, if it's not supposed to be. Night Slash for coverage. Oh, by the way, I'm running Insomnia because we have problems with Breloom on this team, and Breloom is obviously an asshole. Insomnia makes it so it can't sleep us, running Sucker Punch for things like Salamence and Dragonite, and running Superpower. Now, running back through our team, we have Jirachi as a lead, Rotom H as our spin blocker and physical wall, we have Clefable as our Wish Passer, or not Passer, but just Wisher, and Special Wall, Lucario as our Agility physical sweeper, Kingdra as our Swift Swim special sweeper, and Honchkrow as our Revenge Killer. So it's a pretty good team setup, or at least in my opinion.